First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the elect. It's your brother Ra'aya back with another video. And yeah, man, I just kind of caught, I caught Chat GPT on some on a deceitful matter, right? I was like, man, what in the hell? Like, I just I guess the spirit hopped on me and was like, go and see what Chat GPT says about this, right? So I put in the little search engine. I said, what's GMS take on Revelations 16:2, right? And it says GMS Great Millstones take on Revelation 16:2 is very symbolic and prophetic, not literal. Like, no, this is the first lie that ChatGPT then came up with. So we know Esau Edom. We know that Esau Edom is watching our videos, and I believe since they know that others are starting to wake up to this truth, and even some of some of these Edomites is watching our videos as well. I believe they're purposely changing the our truth, or the truth, not even our truth, the truth, so that when people go, because Apostle Tahar goes on Chat GPT and he does a lot of lessons dealing with Chat GPT, and I believe that from him doing so, the people who watch him will typically go on there themselves and they'll go and try to check some things out if they can't find the video necessarily on YouTube. So I believe they'll go on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is purposely pushing out false information. They talking about it's not literal. Now it's making me want to see what is GMS take on Revelations 13 and 16. Matter of fact, let me put the thing on. Because now it's making me think like they're gonna lie about this too. What? Oh man. What they are. Look, so y'all, we can't really trust Chat GPT. Well, we never could trust these things, right? But this is wild work right here. So let me get up into this, right? This says, and you never know, this might be a two-part video, but this is GMS Great Millstone takes on Revelation 16:2. It's very symbolic and prophetic, not literal, when actually it's the opposite. It's prophetic, yes, but it's not symbolic. It's telling you the truth. It says, talks about a noisome and grievous sore falling on those who have the mark of the beast and worship his image. Chat GPT is saying, according to GMS teaching, the sore is not a physical disease. Yes, it is. It's going to be cancer. That physical MOTB microchip, that RFID chip, is going to radiate and give you cancer. So when they're saying that it's not a physical disease, they're pushing misinformation, and they're pushing it on the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So it says it represents mental, social, and spiritual affliction placed on modern Babylon, America, and those who fully support its system. This is not what it's talking about. This is not what it's talking about. It's talking about the noisome and grievous sore. It's talking about a cancer that you're going to get. You're going to get fucked up by cancer by getting this MOTB, this RFID chip. So when they're saying this, and they misrepresenting us with this, like, for the Akim out there, don't even don't take ChatGPT, uh uh take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? What the symbols mean in GMS doctrine, it says the beast equals the modern Western power structure, mainly NATO and EU, with the US as Babylon. The mark of the beast equals full mental and ideological submission to the system, trust in America's politics, economy, military, democracy, and lifestyle. This is not what the MOTB is. The MOTB is a RFID chip that they're gonna give you an insertion. Matter of fact, let me get Revelation 16. Oh, Slovakia 13 and 16. But let me get it in the blue letter. Did the blue letter pop up? No, let me get it in the blue letter. Blue letter. Yeah, y'all. Man, these doubles think they man, I'm glad I went into this. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let me get this. Mark and their right hand. Mark, where is it at? Right here.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Haragma or Karagma, right? And it means, this is the meaning of it right here. Thing carved, sculpture, graven work, right? Something that has to be engraved in you, something, a sculpture, something. If you're dealing with a sculpture, you have to carve into the material that you're digging into, and it says thing carved, so it's something that's going to be carved into your skin. It's going to be carved into the layers of the skin of your hands or your forehead. That's essentially, and it ain't just subjected to those areas. They can put it in your leg, you know anywhere else, your chest, anywhere else, but it's just to tell you this is what it is, you know. So when they saying this, they are going off, right? And the mark of the beast is not a full mental and ideological submission to the system. I mean, it is, because once you get that chip, then you will be subjected to you will be a literal property of the Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You will be, but this, no, they on some bullshit. It says the SOAR equals psychological stress, social decay, moral confusion, economic pressure, loss of peace and stability, and public shame and exposure. No, this is not that SOAR. The SOAR is a cancerous, something cancerous. Let's go to it. Matter of fact, let's go Rev 16:2. Sore. It says a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. This is going to be a cancer. So when they saying this, man, this is crazy work right here. Man. All right, now it says GMS, and then look, they basically trying to make on Chat GPT. They trying to make us false prophets on Chat GPT. GMS often connects this to widespread depression, anxiety, identity confusion. No. Economic hardships and loss of confidence in the system. No. People realizing the system is collapsing but being unable to escape it. No. Like, what is they talking about, man? That sword don't have nothing to do with that. The sword is a cancer that when you get that RFID chip inside of you, that's what it's going to cause. It says the big picture is Revelation 16 is a step-by-step breakdown of Babylon. The plagues are judgments already unfolding. Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in GMS teaching are being spiritually separated while Babylon is mentally and socially destroyed. If you want, I can no. And then look, I put in what is GMS take on Revelations 13 and 16, right? So look, this gonna be part one of the video, y'all, and then I'm gonna shoot with part two. All right, shalom.